Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with this quick review. Get it? Quick, because it's Blurr. We're taking a look at from the Robots in Disguise subline of Combiner Force. This is Blurr. And Blurr is actually, I would say, a very popular figure. This design comes from the Rescue Bots subline and series. And we already took a look at the one-step figure. And now there's a Legion class figure coming, and here we have the Warrior class figure. I almost want to say there's a three-step Hyperchange figure coming. Really like the figure. I like the colors. They're sort of dipping into its classic look with some newer designs, and really Blurr's having a banner year. Besides the Robots in Disguise figures, let's not forget there's a Titans Return figure and part of a movie Platinum box set. The gun's really cool. If you do have that Titans Return figure, this should look very familiar, as it's a bit of an oversized version of its gun. Something that I am really impressed with and wish this in a solid color is what we should have gotten from Titans Return. But to get into the transformation, what you want to go ahead and do, straighten out the arms, rotate them around. And then you want to bend them again slightly. Come down and slide the legs together, just like so. Now the feet here, the joints are a little tight, so you just want to, they're on a double hinge, so make sure you get them all the way in, up, and... Oh God, that was an exaggeration. Oh, it's a tight joint. Come around the back here, swing out the backpack. Now this is a little something I want to make a note of. You want to make sure that that lays flat, and then the second hinge comes up, and then you want to make sure that hinge, there's a little lip there. You want to make that sure that's bending over before you bring it around, because it'll get in the way. The head crest will get in the way. Next, what you want to do, fold up the tail fins, and then sandwich the arms up and in. They will peg into place, as well as the tail fins pegging into the rear section here. The rest of the, well, not really peg, but they'll line up with that middle section. And then, finally, just holding the arms in place, go ahead and swing the biceps up. They will tuck up underneath, and you'll basically have Blurr in its vehicle mode. There is a little bit of a gappage around the canopy on one side. Really haven't figured out what to do with that, but Blurr rolls quite nicely. And you can, of course, go ahead and plug in his gun on the side or in the top. That's also available in robot mode for weapon storage. Unfortunately, looking underneath the vehicle, really could not find like a type of weapon storage. I tried opening the canopy. So unfortunately, I guess with this figure, you're going to have an exposed weapon, like we do with Sideswipe and Jazz. So, we'll pause real quick, and we'll be back with my final thoughts. Blurr's an okay figure. I like him a little bit better than Soundwave, because it's not as fiddly, although there is still, like I said, that gappage with the canopy, but the vehicle rolls, and I guess for a car, that's really the most important thing. I'm sure this is going to get a lot of kids' attention, especially ones who are fans of Rescue Bots, and going to want to, get a more adult version of Blurr. And maybe having Blurr in the Robots in Disguise line is that step people have been asking for them to take, going into a more older fans, the ones who are aging out of Rescue Bots. I got the figure off a Hasbro Toy Shop. They are the only online retailer I know of as of this recording who have the newer Combiner Force figures in stock. Big Bad has a pre-order, but I think that pre-order's sold out. So just keep an eye out. They have been showing up in retail, brick and mortar as well. Unfortunately, Amazon, it's only being sold by third-party sellers who want like $30 or more for Blurr. No. But I think it's a fun figure and definitely worth the pickup. Looking forward to the Legion class figure. This is your old pal Chuck for Blurr. We will see you next time.